Hey everyone, what's going on? Today I'm going to be showing you a texture pack that I've been working on for quite a while. Now I will show you the current name and the logo for this pack. The description, the name and stuff may change. This is just a kind of a placeholder name, but I may leave it as that. Here's some other packs that are not out yet. But basically this pack just takes the default faithful textures and then just makes PvP edits for them. And the reason I wanted to make a pack like this is because I felt like most PvP packs, especially for this version of the game, are very over the top. We all know how we see gaming accessories and they're all like RGB, like a bunch of lights all over them. And I feel the same way about PvP packs, There's like a red theme pack where the UI is all red and stuff. And it's just over the top, and I want this to remain faithful to the original game and just not like be really distracting. So to start off with the first change, we have a clear UI. This clear UI works for chest, anvils, furnaces. It works for everything, your inventory, your hotbar. It has a nice little selector, So that's the first change. The second big change is the swords are slightly shorter. Now, there is something that I should note, is that I'm releasing two versions of this pack. One will be called the short sword version, the other will be called the dagger. So basically the short sword just makes the sword slightly shorter so it doesn't get in the way as much when you're in combat, and it also remains faithful to the game. The dagger version will just be the same, just the faithful sword texture shortened, but it'll be shortened much more, so that it looks more like a dagger instead of a short sword. Because I know some people like really small short swords. If I have any images of it, I will put it up on the screen for you guys to look at, see what the dagger looks like. Another change is the fire. The fire is much lower, so while in the midst of combat, if you get caught on fire or if you have to look through fire, you'll be able to see much easier. The fire is a nice HD texture, it looks nice, and it's also small, so you're not sacrificing any sort of visual fidelity for performance or gameplay, which is one of the main things I wanted to do with this pack. As you can see, the fire is much shorter on your screen. It would take up literally 70% of your screen before. So there's that change. Another change I would like to show is the water. I'm using my water pack from Parallax Water. It makes the water a lighter blue color, a very nice light blue color, so it's realistic. And it also makes it more transparent, which is realistic, but I realize that this is useful for PvP because you can see more through it clearly. And you can also, when underwater, you can see a lot more. The water fog's not in your face. So that's also very helpful for PvP. Now, we've covered all the PvP changes. Now I would like to get into the faithful bit of it, because I have made some changes to the faithful pack, just some minor ones. And also let me know in the comments if you would like to see this pack released without the faithful textures and only the edits, so that you guys could use this in any of your resource packs that you want to use. But for now, this is the way that it is. And the edits that I made to the faithful textures are mainly the gold tools. So has faithful, has the new textures changed. We all know that the default textures in Minecraft changed. And because of that, the faithful texture pack has changed to match the default textures and the new default textures more. And, well, the sword and the armor had a slight change to match the new textures, and they look really good. As you can see, they both match. However, faithful never updated their pickaxe or shovel and their axe. So they were like a very dark, like yellowy color. They didn't look anything like gold. They didn't match the armor or the gold block. So I just changed the color of the gold pickaxes and stuff to match the new armor and the new default textures a little more of faithful. So that's the first change I did. Another thing is that the apples are they were very circular before, and as you can see, they kind of just go straight down like that, like a real apple. They're thinner on the bottom, so that's not, the texture basically didn't change, just the shape of it. Another thing is that a lot of the stuff from the new default texture pack, well, at least the way that Faithful did it, looked kind of worse. So they kind of downgraded some of their textures just for the sake of, matching the new default textures. Like the new glowstone looked really ugly, so I have the old faithful glowstone. So this is just basically a mix of the new faithful textures and some of the old faithful textures. You know, look, that glowstone looks much nicer. If I have a picture of the old glowstone, I might put that up on screen. I don't know if I have one, but yeah, that's basically everything that has changed with the faithful. I mean, I obviously have a really nice skybox and a sun texture. I just basically took the most realistic clouds, sun, and moon that I could find, and I made a way to put it in Minecraft. So if you're using this pack, there will be a lot of advantage to using it. Everything is much more visible, which is the main goal of this pack. Also, one last thing I would like to note is that I may make a change to the bow. Only if people like it, because personally I don't feel like I need it, but if other people need it, since this is a PvP pack, is when pulling back the bow, many texture packs have a green, yellow, red system. For each stage of the bow, the arrow changes color, and that lets you know basically when to let go, like what stage you're on. And the reason behind that is that your brain can react faster to brighter or more vibrant colors. That's why stoplights are bright red and stuff, and like bright green. It's because you have a fast reaction time to that. So it may increase your reaction time slightly, but I feel like I have the timing perfectly down. I know which stage is which. I know when to let go. But if you guys want this, I will add that for you guys. You know, because I'm making this texture pack for everyone. I just really wanted a texture pack that would work well for your vanilla game, but also work well for servers, because, like I said, many texture packs, just PvP edits, are over the top, and just using them for your vanilla world it kind of looks ugly. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked it, then dislike it. It doesn't matter. Peace out.